Now with Michelle here, she reads so many, it's kind of hard to pick a favorite. So we're going to go to the last book she read, which was
The Traveler's Gift by Andy Andrews.
So what had you reading that book, and what really drew you in to finish it?
Well, I am a nonfiction reader, so I don't really care for the fiction books as much. And Andy Andrews was an author that had intrigued me at a conference I'd gone to. And he kind of has one of those things, not like How to Change Your Life, but it's more those inspirational, motivational books.
I'm here with
Susanna. I'm one of the reference librarians here.
All right. And then are we asking about your favorite book or your last book?
It's not my last book, but it's a book I really enjoy reading, and I've read it a few times, and they've made a comic adaptation of it too, and so that's been fun to read too.
So what's the book we're talking about today?
We're talking about Fangirl by Rainbow Rowell. It's about Kath, who is a twin sister with her sister Ren. She's a freshman starting at school. It's a lot of anxiety about adjusting to college life and just anxiety in general, and dealing with her home life, with her mom issues and her parent issues, and all at the same time. She's really into writing fan fiction of like a Harry Potter spoof. And so it's finishing up with that and kind of coming to grips with changing and growing up and just that new stage of life. And so it's been really good.
Again, I'm here with
I'm Daniel Sublett. I'm the Veteran Services Academic Advisor here at the Kingwood campus.
All right. And what are some of your favorite books, sir?
Well, my favorite book is actually a book by Viktor Frankl. It's called Man's Search for Meaning. And this is a man who survived the Nazi death camps during World War II and came back to become a psychologist and developed his theories on psychology through his personal experiences in the concentration camps.
A very good book to learn and very much see firsthand experiences of the tragedies from the World War II.
Absolutely true, yes. Additionally, I recently finished a book called Hero with a Thousand Faces by Joseph Campbell, who is largely credited by George Lucas himself for helping come the idea of Star Wars, and basically posits that all of the myths throughout history share a lot of common themes. So the hero with a thousand faces is the archetype for many different stories throughout human history. So that's one that I recently finished. And I am currently reading a book called Madhouse at the End of the Earth by Julian Sancton, and it is taken from real-life journals and accounts of the ship called Belgica, which was the first expedition to Antarctica to reach the South Pole. It's a very intense story for sure. A lot of adventures go on in there. So,
I'm here again, and I'm here with
Juan Galvan.
All right, nice to meet you. And what's your favorite book you have with us today?
Well, right now I have this one. It's Martin Luther King's Where Do We Go From Here? Chaos or Community, and it's actually a posthumous book. He wrote the manuscript right before he was assassinated, so he never had the chance to edit the manuscript and get it ready for publication. It's really fascinating. These are his thoughts, much of what he did not say in public, and basically he's arguing that the civil rights movement should not stop with the communities of color, that it should include poor European Americans, that it should include poor whites, this should be a common movement, because the issues that poor white people were facing were very, very similar to the ones that people of color were facing. And he critiques the Vietnam War also. He talks about the evils of racism, imperialism, and militarism, and capitalism. But he also condemns the Soviet Union. So he makes it clear that Soviet communism is not the way to go. That is not the way to go, but American capitalism has major issues and it needs to be reformed. He talks about the Black Power movement and why he disagrees with some of the tenets of Black Power movement, mostly because he thought that it was widely misunderstood, that people believed that Black Power meant perpetrating violence upon other communities, which was not the case at all. The Black Power was about empowering communities, in some cases for self-defense against attacks by police and by other institutions. But because he was so misunderstood, he argued that maybe that the Black Power movement as in large ought to relabel themselves and really repackage themselves where they would not become a target and a liability to the civil rights movement. So it's a fascinating read. That's what I've been rereading recently. I read it maybe 3 years ago. I'm going through it once again.